Seems a little bit crazy that conference is already here. It feels like we just finished preseason, but we're really excited. We open up with the defending conference champions who won the championship on our field last year. And hopefully we're ready. We've had a good week of training. We're able to kind of spend some time in the areas that I think the players needed, and that would be different for a lot of them. Some of them needed to kind of increase their fitness. Some of them needed to take a break, but they all needed a little bit of time just to kind of get organized in school. And I think they're ready. So open with San Jose State and then down to Fresno State, which is a really tough trip. It always is. One that, yeah, if you get a couple, a tie, a win on the road, it's a big deal in conference. So we're straight to it. We're excited about it, and I think the team is ready to go.
So starting the conference season with possibly your toughest road trip of the year, I mean, how quickly do you feel like you can really learn who your squad is?
Yeah, I mean, I think we know who we are now. Like we've had, I think our non-conference, whether it was intended or not, we've had a lot of different looks, and we've had a lot of, we played the last game down a player, which isn't fun to do, but we know how to do it now. So I think it gave us a lot of confidence and a lot of kind of experience, and I think because of that, we go into conference feeling pretty confident with who we are. But I also know that in this conference, you need a little bit of luck, and you need to hope on the night that, the ball bounces your way. We've dominated a lot of games that we've lost, and the opposite's been true too. So it's trying to control what we can and make sure that if we get the chance to put it away, that we do.
And just the way that San Jose State game ended last year, I mean, how much have you guys just been wanting to just see them again?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough because you don't ever want to discredit somebody that wins a game. Like especially in the shootout, they were a far better team than we were. So I think anytime you lose a game like that, especially on your home field, it kind of leaves a little bit of a bitter taste in your mouth. But this is a new team and a new year, and they have a lot of new players, and so do we. So it's always been a rivalry, but it's a healthy one. We have a lot of respect for San Jose State and their coaching staff, and we know it's always going to be a good game.
Coach, in the New Mexico State game, if I'm not mistaken, it was all first-time scorers for your ladies. How does that feel looking at that heading into conference?
I mean, I guess you can't focus on any one player, right? Like, we don't even know who's going to score our goals right now. But it was really cool to see, especially like Maya. Maya's a fifth-year senior who is a center defender and always jokes about this is going to be her year every year. So to see her score that goal and kind of the reaction of the team was a pretty special moment. And then Mercedes and Presley, like, they're sophomores this year, and they're players that like are getting close over and over and over again. So for them to have that breakthrough moment, I thought was huge. And now I kind of hope that confidence carries over into these next games.
How different is it for your messaging to young players who haven't been through it? When you look at the difference between what they've played so far and conference play coming, how do you prepare them for it? Or is there a significant jump at all? Do things change for them?
Yeah, I think in non-conference you can be a little bit more process-driven, and in conference it really is about a result. You have to find a way to win, and I think we really focus on like the little things that we know that will get us there, and it tends not to be like these big tactical adjustments. It tends to be one effort play, or one kid that's a little bit better in the air, or like these things that are tangible. So we really focus on making sure that we can control those. And then you hope the ball bounces your way. I mean, I think soccer, more than any other sport, the dominant team doesn't always win. And so you have to find ways that when you get your chances, you put them away and you limit the opponent. So for us, it really is kind of focusing on the little things and making sure that we do those right.
Coach, talking about the team being comfortable with who you are at this point, where do the goalkeepers fit in that? I mean, you have two of them, and just how you've been balancing that and how that's going to change now you get into conference play.
Yeah, so Allie's played every minute so far. And I think she's like pretty high in the nation in her goals against average. So she's been doing really well. And then Callie is coming back from injury, which is cool to see. She ruptured her Achilles tendon last year, but she's an outstanding keeper. And Mariah and May, we have two others that are at training, and Mariah's knocking. I mean, she's a fifth-year player too. She's pushing constantly. So I think anytime that you have that balance, like, it makes sure that, iron sharpens iron. Like, they push each other every day, but they're also great friends off the field. So right now, Allie's a starter, and I think you have a lot of people that are trying to take that away from her.
So I know obviously you pay attention to the girls' high school soccer in the state. I don't know how much you follow the boys, but La Cueva's ranked 10th nationally.
Yeah.
Can you just speak on the state of youth soccer in New Mexico right now?
Yeah, I follow the boys and the girls all over the entire state all the time. But I think New Mexico is kind of a soccer gem, personally. I mean, I think when you look at the success of individuals and the success of teams that have come out of this place, I mean, certainly the men's program here for a long time achieved an unbelievable level. The amount of players that are playing pro across the street are pretty cool that are from New Mexico. And And so I think anytime that you have that, it brings a spotlight on New Mexico that it deserves. This is a pretty incredible place with really good athletes, and I love when they get that attention.